Lesson 247. Without forgiveness, I will still be blind. Sin is the symbol of attack. Behold it anywhere, and I will suffer. For forgiveness is the only means whereby Christ's vision comes to me. Let me accept what his sight shows me as the simple truth, and I am healed completely. Brother, come and let me look on you. Your loveliness reflects my own. Your sinlessness is mine. You stand forgiven, and I stand with you. A little more. So would I look on everyone today? My brothers are your sons. Your fatherhood created them, and you gave them all to me as part of you and my own self as well. Today I honor you through them, and thus I hope this day to recognize myself. Okay, so good morning. Okay, I just very honestly think that I reached a sort of wall the last day or two where I think I'm just tired. I'm just a little exhausted. And this lesson yesterday, what I'm realizing is again, forgiveness, I feel like it's saying here is synonymous with Christ's vision, without judging anything, without interpreting things and putting meaning on them. You stay open, you stay available to just kind of maintain and hold the innocence and the perfection of it's saying, your brother and sister. And actually, as I think about it, probably, because I was going to say that sometimes it feels like we're upset with life or we're upset with ourselves. And yet, for me, it was kind of just, I got very attached to something. And then I feel like when it went a different way, I was totally thrown off. But it could just be a bunch of things kind of leading up. I think as a family, we could use a vacation. We could use some time away from the house, and it's coming very soon. My husband's birthday is coming up, so we're planning something. And but can it come sooner? No. So I think what's happened is I haven't had much of a shift. I think I've been holding on to a lot of interpretation and kind of swimming in it. And I think that must be kind of normal. I'm sure that's a human experience right now if you're mostly staying in or having less outward shift of perspective. And this is what I said about the other day about being in the mud and just being okay. Instead of jumping over the mud, it's we're in the mud, but something beautiful is blooming, I can tell for myself too. Just maybe instead, I think I need to let go a little bit of trying to get out of the mud, because I'm exhausted, I think, from a little bit of that. So without forgiveness, I would still be blind. Without an openness to what Spirit would interpret, I'm constantly going around with my limited perspective, ascribing meaning to everything. So not helpful, exhausting. And it says, I will suffer. And I'm indeed. So looking on everyone today, for me, it's about, if you're judging, handing over the judgment or however you work with judgments, to recognize them and to kind of step around them, step aside, or work through them. However you have to get around these mud puddles. Or if you need to sit in it for a while, that's okay too. Just, it may not be fun. But to do our best to stay open, and even that the prayer is, may I see this being as a divine child of God, or if that's too etheric or something, may I treat this being with kindness. And in treating others with kindness, seeing with Christ's vision, you will not be exhausted. You will be liberated. So here we come, liberation on our way. Enjoy your practicing. Forgiveness is the key. Most of us feel we've learned that, but I have to get downstairs. But happy practicing.